A trip to the emergency room turned into almost a month-long stay in the hospital and 3+ years of fighting for his life.
14-year-old kid, you don't really expect that. It doesn't really click to you. There's 13 doctors walking in the room and you kind of just freak out.
The day he was diagnosed with 98% leukemia cells in his stem cells. I felt like at that point my heart had been ripped out and there was nothing I was going to do to put it back.
A crisis crashed down on Carter Ragsdale when he was just in the 8th grade. All started with a simple football scrimmage, an upset stomach, and trip to the ER.
I wasn't feeling great in that scrimmage and my stomach was hurting. Just everything was off.
Carter wasn't feeling well that day and we knew something, was going on, but we just thought, like anything, you don't think the worst. You think it's probably just a cold.
They finally told us that we were going home and because I just had like a flu or something, just like a common cold, and just chicken noodle soup and some water will cure me, but then figured out that it was way more serious than that.
There is no quick cure for acute T-cell leukemia. That is what Carter had. It's an intense form of cancer, not usually seen in children.
No one ever wants to hear that word, and I don't care who it's about. But when it's your child and there's nothing you can do, there's no more helpless feeling in the world.
A long fight was now in front of him.
Something that my dad told me every day was just win today, because it's a bigger battle than you can really picture as a 14-year-old kid, and like you just need to win that day because you never know if you're never going to get to that next day.
He never once asked why. He didn't bat an eye. He just, what's next? And so that was a relief from a parenting standpoint. It was just, we knew our job was to support and love. His job was to take the medicine and figure out how he could make himself stronger.
There were weeks spent in the hospital, many days of being sick, but still taking enjoyment from the smallest progress.
A win sometimes would be like eating a couple goldfish. I mean, getting out of bed sometimes, having a sip of water. It was just like small little things that are what we classified as wins, and just stuff like that.
All building to this moment less than 2 months ago.
January 12th, 2024, after 3.5 years of extensive chemo treatments, daily pills, monthly IVs, he was able to ring the bell.
No more chemo!
It was definitely a shocked moment. I mean, I really couldn't ever picture it at the start happening, and it's a long battle, but we're through it now and on to bigger and better things.
That means a return to playing the game he loves. And this past weekend, Carter took the mound for his first start as a varsity pitcher.
This is hard to put into words because I never thought I would see this day. To see him out here today, there's nothing I can say that will replace that feeling.
It's really truly meant the world. Being able to be out here with all my friends every day, being able to play the game that I love.
While he's still far from being 100% physically, there is a real appreciation for where he's at now compared to what he's been through.
I feel like it's matured me a lot quicker than a lot of other kids, and little things are more important than the big things, and don't try to do the big thing before you accomplish the little things.
He has such a different outlook on life at this point where there's nothing about competing that he doesn't love, but he also understands at the end of the day that he's fought something much bigger than what he's fighting right now. He's just enjoying this game, and I think that's a lesson we can all learn in life.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.